Right folks, this is how not to do it. This is gone midnight, finding a random churchyard and looking through the cemetery to find a tap, because I didn't pick any water up on the way here. Winning! Beyond the van. Hello beautiful people. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Richard, and if you're not new to the channel, welcome back. And I'm still Richard. Okay, so today I'm going to run through a question that a lot of people ask me, which is, what do I do? Now, normally my answer to that would be, I build camper vans and I do it mobile. But actually that's not true. It's completely not true. I don't build camper vans, not anymore. I used to, but what I do now is I help other people with their projects. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this video is tell you what I do, but more importantly, what I don't do. Let's get to it, shall we? So first of all, let's talk about what I don't do. I don't call work jobs, and I don't call work work, because to me work isn't work, because I love doing it. So I call everything projects, because I'm helping other people with their projects. So first thing that I don't do on projects is I don't do anything that I don't want to do, because if I start doing things I don't want to do, it'll soon turn into work and I won't carry on with it. So got to keep the love for it, always do what I want to do. I don't film every project. That's the other thing, and a lot of people do ask me this. I don't film every project because a lot of people don't want to be on camera, they don't want their van home on camera, and they just like to keep a quiet private life, and I totally get that. That's what I've done for the last few years, so I totally respect that. So anybody that I go and do anything for, I always ask. If they don't mention the filming, I always ask. If they say no, that is totally cool. So what else don't I do? I don't do full van conversions, not anymore, because I don't want big projects. So that also brings me on to big projects. I don't get involved in big long-term projects. I like to be able to go to somebody for maybe a few weeks at the most, at the very most. Normally it would be a week, maybe even a few days, depending on where they are. So no big projects. Okay, I don't live online, folks. I live in the real world. I'm not glued to my phone. I'm not glued to my laptop. Emails I check semi-regularly, maybe once a week. So if you email me and you don't get a reply the same day or in a couple of days, there's no need to send another email. I will get onto my emails, but I'm busy in real life, working on people's vans, doing my own stuff, and just generally living. So I'm not an online person. It's not for me. Okay, so I don't live online. When I'm working on a project, I don't supply the materials. I will only supply materials if it's something really specific that maybe I've got contacts, or I know how to source them or where to source them. But general project material, the owner of the van will supply. Okay, if you're wondering why I'm looking over there, I have, for the first time ever, put a few bullet points on my laptop screen so I can actually get everything into this video that I need to get into. So hello laptop over there. The next thing on my list, I don't normally use lists, I just flow with it, but I think for this video it's important. Okay, the next thing is I don't fit or build something that I think is a bad idea or is possibly unsafe. Okay, and finally, I don't work in towns and cities or urban areas. I only work in rural spots. Generally speaking, I look after the full-time van lifers who are absolutely cool with being out in the middle of nowhere, whether it's a lay-by, a car park, or whatever. But towns and me, and certainly Ted, don't get on. We like rural. Okay, so let's now talk about what I do. let me scroll down the list on the laptop. Hang on a second, folks. Hang on, I'm with you. Right, okay. So, in no particular order, I'm going to put a ding, ding, ding thing again down the screen for you so you can see this visually. So, I do mobile campervan welding. That's one thing that I actually really enjoy doing, and I can do that in a car park. I'm self-powered for the welder. I do not need electricity, so any campervan or vehicle welding that needs doing, I can do. Of course, I have limitations. I don't have ramps. I have a jack and I have axle stands. Don't really want to be lying underneath welding if I can help it, but yeah, I think you get the idea of that. And that also brings me on to metalwork and fabrication. I do all sorts of metalwork and fabrication stuff. So if there's something you need making, I can get the metal, I can make it, we can design things together, and I can create what you're looking for. Back to the laptop. Sorry, I hate having a list, but this video, yeah. Woodworking and carpentry and joinery. Anything to do with vans that involves woodworking, I'm totally on it. I do anything. So furniture for the van, beds, sofas, cupboards, shelves, storage, whatever, anything. And the fancier the better. My style is rustic, and I love live edge wood, pallet wood, reclaimed materials, all that kind of stuff. I'm not a great fan of brand new stuff from the DIY shop, but I will make you whatever you'd like made, and the more creative I can be, the better, because I love doing it. Okay, plumbing, electrical, gas, solar, etc. I can do all that. If I was in the world of society, I could even say I was qualified for some of those things, but I'm not in the world of society because I can't stand it, so disregard that bit. But I do those things. Plumbing, gas and electrics are probably my least enjoyable thing to do, if I'm honest, because electronics was my thing in my previous life when I had an IT business. And yeah, plumbing and gas is just, it's not exciting. It's practical, but it's not exciting. So it's probably my least favourite thing, but I do them. Whew, this is a one-take video, folks, and the laptop's gone off. Hang on. Right, okay. So, light mechanical. I will do light mechanical. I specialise in LDVs, so I will literally do anything on a classic LDV. So, LDVs are sort of my thing. So are old Land Rovers. On more modern vans, it's just light mechanical, so maybe brakes, what other things need doing on them, spring upgrades, things like that, services, yeah. Oof, looking at the laptop again. This just feels so not natural to me to be looking at something whilst talking to you, so bear with me, bear with me. Okay, so fitting of wood burners and diesel heaters, I do all that, and I do that safely. I've done a lot of them. I will only fit wood burners that I feel are safe to be fitted, but I do fit them, so that is something I can do for you, okay. Where are we now on my list? Doesn't help that I can barely see the laptop because my eyes are a little bit shit. So yeah, essentially any aspect of your van build. So wherever you are between the start and finish, I can help with in the middle, whether it's bathroom fitting, furniture making, whatever, making something to go on the back for more storage, anything you want, I can do it. And I do it all mobile. So I probably haven't said that actually in this video, or maybe I have. I do everything mobile. I carry with me everything. I don't need a workshop. I can work anywhere. Okay. I shouldn't keep saying See, one take videos, folks. See? Yeah. It shows how editing can fool you. Okay. Designing things, inventing things, solving problems. I love doing that kind of stuff. So if you've got something that you kind of want to work, an idea you want to work, but don't know how to maybe get it to work or how to make it, once I get that idea visually in my head and I can see it, I can then make it. Okay, I don't work from drawings and plans. I can work from sketches maybe. I'm not a technical person, despite having done 3 years learning AutoCAD once upon a time, but hey ho. Yeah, so once I can visualize it, I can then build it. So that's cool. And yeah, creativity. I love being creative, guys. I love it. So I can make anything, whether it's, well, yeah, anything. And the cooler and more creative, the better. So if you give me stuff like that to do, yeah, we're going to get on well. Yeah. And bespoke things, yeah. I'm making bespoke things. So something that you really want for your van, or you think would really look really cool, yeah, we're on it. That finally brings me to the online stuff. Online stuff, but I do it. So I do give advice and mentoring, which I find people really find beneficial, because I've lost count of how many camper vans I've actually built, but it's somewhere between probably 15 and 20 over the years, I guess, which maybe isn't that much really, but it's enough to have got the gist. And having lived in vans full time for over 10 years, I definitely know what works for living. So I do offer advice, I do mentoring for people who are doing van builds, and I also will show you how to do stuff. That's the important one. I don't necessarily just come and do it. I will happily show you everything that I can and teach you whatever I know. Share the knowledge. That's the important thing. It's all about sharing the knowledge and passing on skills. I love doing that. And I also do Zoom, what do you call it? Consultations, that's the one. Zoom consultations, I do those. And I also do them via WhatsApp. And obviously that is cheaper than having me there in person. But I do prefer to be there in person, not because of the money, but because I like interacting with you. So there we are. Okay, so the rest of this video is going to be showing you what I've been doing over the last 10 days-ish. And the next video will be out probably in a couple of weeks' time, showing you what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you later. Beyond the Van. Right then folks, that's it. We're at the park up, so it's getting quite late. Was it 20 past 12? And I'm going to set up my USB shower so I don't smell like a badger's arse for my new job in the morning. I will just clarify that I don't actually know what a badger's backside smells like, so just putting that out there. Okay, so let's get this done. Get it. Right folks, I'm going to spare you the filming of the shower, because let's be honest, you don't want to see me naked. And quite honestly, if a car comes into this car park, which I really don't think it will, but I don't want to be under a spotlight having a shower. So I will see you guys in the morning. Nighty night. Morning folks, well that was a nice peaceful spot for the night, and yeah, nice sunny day to start working on the next camper van. So I'm going to head to B&Q now. I'm going to meet Lorraine, who owns the van, and we're going to get all the bits and pieces to start work on her little VW. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, so let's go, shall we?